Is Moonfall the next great disaster movie? Find out here on the Beniverse. Hello, my name is Ben Friedman. Welcome to the Beniverse, and today we are talking the newest released Roland Emmerich film, Moonfall. Now, if you don't know who Roland Emmerich is, you've definitely heard of his movies. He's done disaster movie galore, all the way from White House Down, Independence Day, Day After Tomorrow, 2012, and he's back and he's directed Moonfall, which has $146 million despite not being released by a big studio. It was completely independently financed, making it the largest budget for an independent movie ever. And oh my god, this film is crazy, and I can't wait to talk about this movie. This movie stars John Bradley from Game of Thrones, Patrick Wilson, Halle Berry, and Charlie Plummer, and it follows the moon is now off orbit and it's crashing down to Earth. It's up to these three people to save them: Halle Berry, Patrick Wilson, and John Bradley. John Bradley plays Casey Houseman, the scientist who discovers that the moon is off orbit and is coming straight for Earth. Berry's character is the head of NASA now, while Patrick Wilson's character is a disgraced scientist. And what I like so much about this movie to start with, you have great charismatic actors in these roles. I think charismatic actors is what makes disaster movies. If you do not buy into the characters, you do not buy into the larger scale violence and action going on. In this case, you totally buy into their character development, which is very paper thin, but it's just good enough to get you through it. They're just family people trying to get home to their family and save their family. In particular, John Bradley's character steals the movie. He is really charismatic. He's really funny. He gets to have a lot of the heart and emotion of this film, and he just gets to play kind of similar to that character he played in Game of Thrones as Jon Snow's best friend, and he just gets to do so much with it. And he really just elevates the movie in its tone. It's when the film gets more sci-fi orientated, he's really the gravitating force of this, and he just is having a ton of fun in this role. That's not to discredit the other actors in this movie. Halle Berry and Patrick Wilson definitely have a good on-screen chemistry, and they do as much as they can to take a not great script and make it extremely fun. That's what this movie is. Roland Emmerich knows how to make a fun movie, and that's what Moonfall is. If you watch this trailer and expect anything more from this movie, then you're an idiot. I'm sorry, it's just point blank, you're dumb. If you see this trailer and you're like, I'm not on board, but I'm going to see this movie in theater and I hope it better impress me, what are you doing? I don't know what to tell you. This trailer sells the movie perfectly. It is dumb, disaster, big special effects, and it's, as knowing that going in, I like this movie. You're not watching this movie for the character development. You are not watching this for the plot. You are watching it for this big sci-fi disaster movie unfolding and seeing where it goes and the scale of it and the disaster that happens on it. You are watching this for its action. And this movie delivers it in spades. It looks so beautiful. There's so many shots of it where you're seeing the destruction over major cities, totally reminiscent of Emmerich's other work. It works in that sense. That is all I wanted going into this movie, and that is what I got. So in that case, Roland Emmerich delivered it in spades. Now, there is some weird stuff with this movie. First, this is a movie about the moon being a conspiracy. It has a lot of weird Elon Musk fanboyism throughout the movie, which was humor that I'm just like, what is going on? It almost at times just pauses and it's like, oh, thanks, Elon. With that all said, the actors seem to know that dialogue's not the best, so they kind of ham it up. So it's enjoyable enough, and you're able to just kind of forget about it as we're moving to the next action sequence. This movie is well paced in the sense that no scene lingers too long. So if there's one particular thing you're not liking or one character's story that is going through, it keeps moving. And one of the other really weird parts about this movie, there are actually scenes in this movie that are just straight rip-offs from other scenes. In particular, there's one character actor who comes in there to basically replay a scene he plays in a 1990s movie. And when he comes on screen, I'm like, wait, what are they doing? And they basically just recite that monologue he has in a very condensed way, but he's playing the exact same character that serves no other purpose except to divulge the secrets that have been hidden. And when I saw them, I'm like, oh my God, they're just playing straight from this movie. I won't say the movie because if I say the movie, it spoils the actor. And I was so surprised to see him in this movie. There's other scenes where it's just like, that's a Gravity ripoff. That's straight out of Independence Day, which I guess if you're going to steal from your own. That is straight out of The Matrix. There's just so many scenes like that where I'm just like, wow, they're just going for it. And there's so little audacity and shame that I almost respect the heck out of what they're doing. And that Emmerich is just like willing to do that and just make something so dumb, but so fun. And I think that's what, again, the emphasis of this review is. This movie is fun. I had fun watching this movie. Is it a good movie? I'm not going to go that far. I had a blast watching it. I was actually kind of surprised with some of the elements that they get into. It takes a very sci-fi approach in the second half of it. And while I was not expecting that, I was just pleasantly surprised with the tone shift it took in the second half and trying to do more than just a regular disaster movie. With that all said, this movie is not going to be for everybody. If you don't like this type of movie, you're not going to like this type of movie. It's that obvious. Don't go to the theater if you don't give a crap about this type of movie. But if you do like this movie, I can't recommend this movie enough. You're going to have a ton of fun. I was pleasantly surprised with this movie, and it is fun, bombastic, and exciting. Not a good movie, but an entertaining one at that. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. Check out the Beniverse on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe here. And check out Ben and Bran See a Movie every Friday, dropping at 9 a.m. This week we're covering The Fallout. My review for Jackass Forever will be out later this week. So thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.